Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are finally going to be digging into the Anastasia Sultry eyeshadow palette. I have been waiting for this to come into the mail, and then I wanted to do two eye looks for you guys, so it took me just a little bit longer, so I'm sorry that you're just now seeing it, but it's well worth the wait. So I did this eye look here as well as this eye look without any lashes and just like a little bit softer so that your eyes can see a little bit more of the shade action. But before I show you guys both of those tutorials, I'm going to get into this palette. It retails for $45 and I bought mine on the Anastasia website. I believe currently that it is exclusively there. On her website, it reads, Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry Eyeshadow Palette is an essential smoky eyeshadow palette that features 14 shades ranging from golden mattes to bronzy metallics. Create an endless array of holiday looks with this collection of cool tone shadows, including 2 cult favorite shades and 12 all new shades. Looking at this palette, it just screams holiday to me. Like the packaging just makes me think of like a present. It just looks like a present. It's glittery. You will get a little bit of the glitter specks, not much. It's not going to be all over the place, but I do want to mention that it's not something that, it doesn't have like that layer over it that makes it to where it doesn't come off. On the inside, I've already dropped the brush. We've got your typical large mirror, and then here are the shades. I'm so glad that we have got some more cool tone shades, and these metallics are gorgeous. I'm absolutely obsessed with the fact that this shade is in here though. Like I love that it's all cool tones, and then we have this coral. I just think it's the perfect punch in here, and like I'm obsessed with it. And this black is like so sneaking good. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the swatches. So for the first row, we have Fresh, Pearl, Steampunk, Rose Quartz, Ember, Bloom, and Birch. For the second row, we have Cinder, Twig, Teak, Dystopian, Cyborg, Slate, and Noir. I'm going to go ahead and get into both of the eye looks. The first one I'm going to do is the softer one with no lashes, and then we will get into this one. After I do my review of the palette, I'm also going to have pictures of this palette side by side with other Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, as well as the Kevyn Aucoin Nude Pop that just came out, so you guys can see the comparisons. But let's go ahead and start off with tutorial numero uno. MAC 242 and Rose Quartz. I'm using this dry, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. All the way up to the crease, but not passing it. Now I'm taking a MAC 221 and Twig. I'm lightly going to start applying this to the crease right around Rose Quartz before I attempt to start blending it out. Once I have that laid down, I'm going to go in soft circular motions. Start blending that out, windshield wiper motions, just back and forth, just to get a really nice blend out of it. I'm taking a clean MAC 221 and Bloom. That has a lot of pigment. And I'm going to run this and blend this right underneath the lower lash line. I'm going to get it to blend out a little bit because I don't want it to be too dark. But that is a gorgeous color. MAC 221 and Dystopian. I'm going to deepen up this outer V. I'm not taking this into the crease at all, just tapping it on the outer V. Now I'm going to go back in and just touch up Rose Quartz and slightly tap over the last shade we did, cleaning up the crease, just enhancing it a little bit. MAC 242 and Fresh, I'm going to highlight my brow arch. And to finish off the look, MAC 228 and Pearl for the inner corner. Then I'm going to go add some liner to my inner rims and just apply some mascara. Goss number 18 and Slate. I'm starting on the outer V. You see how pigmented this is? So I'm going to slowly work it into the crease and upward before adding any more product. Each time I go in with more of Slate, I start on this outer corner so that I'm not getting too much up in the transition area, and it makes it easier to blend it out because you're just using the excess that is on the brush. I'm going in with Noir on a MAC 221. This is a very pigmented black, so just barely dip in there and tap your brush before you try to blend it out around the edges. Bringing this slightly into my crease, but I'm not going to bring it up too high or too far in. Going back in with that Wayne Goss number 18, I'm just going to go right around the edges and make sure that they are blended. Stellium 781, I'm going to take Slate and start to work it underneath my lower lash line. MAC 242 and Cinder, I'm going to apply this to the middle of the lid and then slightly tap over the black shade. I'm going to touch up the black just a little bit, but I'm not actually putting any more product on the brush. 242 again, I'm using Cyborg. I got this wet so that I could really kind of cut out this front and then tap over the last shade we did, but I want it to be pretty intense on this front corner. Stellium 716 Smoky, I'm taking that same shade and just putting it right underneath the same spot on the lower lash line. Stellium 763 and Noir, I'm going to use this to stamp right at my lash band to add for liner. Stellium 785 and a slight, and I do mean slight, tap into Bloom. I'm dusting this right on the very outer edge of the top corner right up here, just to add like a little color. 242 and Fresh, I'm going to highlight my brow arch, and then I'm going to go finish off with some lashes. Now to finish off this eye look, I added on Kiss Ritzy lashes as always, and then I went in and put black liner on my inner rim, but I've been changing it up, you guys. I've been loving these. This is the Milk Makeup Long Wear Eyeliner in the shade Boss. This is the black one, so that's all I have done is just put that right on the inner rim up top. For the first look, I used this one as well as this nude, which is so perfect. This is the shade BCC, so I put this on the lower lash line. All right, now let's talk about my thoughts on the palette. This is so beautiful, you guys. Like, I love this. This is what you would expect from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The mattes blend out effortlessly, they are pigmented, and they are beautiful. The shades that I did end up using, Cinder, Pearl, Rose Quartz, Cyborg, all of those worked really well. Pearl has a little bit more grit to it and is not as impactful as the other ones, but still beautiful. Great for like the brow bone highlight or the inner corner. I am obsessed with Rose Quartz and Cinder. Like those are my two favorites. I mean, I love Cyborg as well, but those two are absolutely stunning. And this gray, so happy with how this blended out and how it just works. It's so nice. Again, I love Bloom. Like I just think this was a well put together palette. I love that it is a cool toned palette. I love all the metallics in here. Like I know a lot of times people want more and more and more and more of the mattes, but I really appreciate that you have the basic needs for your matte shades. You have this one to make it just slightly warmer birch right here, or this one to twig to make it just a little bit cooler. I think this was well thought through and it is going to be so great for holiday looks. I did have a little bit of fallout with this palette, especially Cyborg and the darker black noir shade. All of it wiped away just fine, but I did definitely have some fallout. Nothing major though. I give this palette 2 thumbs up. If you're interested in it, grab it. I didn't check to see if it was limited edition or not. I'll try and leave that down below. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and insert the pictures that I took of this palette up against some of the other popular ones. And again, also the Kevyn Aucoin, so you guys can see them side by side to see if you need it. Personally, I think this is different enough. Like this is all mainly cool. I say all, and then there's like these 2 shades, but this is cool tone where mainly everything else has been warm tone with the exception of the Norvina, but that's more purple. I just think that this is different enough to get your hands on it. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I seem to be trying to lose my voice right now. I have no idea why. Probably because I'm filming back to back to back to back to back. But let me know how you feel about this palette. Let me know what you think about the tutorials. Which one did you like better? Are you picking this up? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.